Ending a relationship is never easy. Whether it's a long-term partnership or a brief romance, knowing when it's time to move on can feel confusing and painful. But staying in a relationship that no longer serves your happiness or growth can hold you back from finding peace and fulfillment. So, how do you know when you're truly ready to let go? Here are 5 clear signs that it might be time to move on and embrace a new chapter. 1. You feel more sad or anxious than happy. One of the clearest signs you're ready to move on is when the relationship brings more stress, sadness, or anxiety than joy and comfort. If you find yourself feeling drained, worried, or unhappy more often than not, it's a sign that the relationship isn't supporting your emotional well-being. While every relationship has ups and downs, persistent negative feelings signal it's time to rethink your path. Why this matters: your mental and emotional health should be a priority, and staying in a harmful environment can prevent healing and growth. 2. You've lost trust or respect. Trust and respect are the foundation of any healthy relationship. If you've experienced repeated betrayals, dishonesty, or disrespect and those wounds haven't healed, it's a strong indicator that the relationship isn't sustainable. Without trust and respect, the connection becomes toxic and damaging, making it difficult to build a meaningful partnership. Why this matters: healthy relationships require mutual trust and respect. Lacking these often means it's time to move on. 3. You're holding on out of fear or habit. Sometimes we stay in relationships not because we want to, but because we fear being alone or stepping into the unknown. If you realize that your attachment is driven more by comfort, familiarity, or fear of change than genuine connection, it's a sign you're ready to move forward. Growth happens when you choose yourself over the safety of old patterns. Why this matters: breaking free from fear-based attachments opens space for healthier, more fulfilling relationships. 4. You can imagine a future without them. If you find yourself picturing life without your partner, whether it's envisioning new goals, exploring passions, or even dating someone else, it signals readiness to move on. This mental space indicates that you're beginning to detach emotionally and create room for your own happiness, separate from the relationship. Why this matters: being able to imagine a future independently is a vital step toward healing and reclaiming your identity. 5. You've tried communicating and nothing has changed. Healthy relationships rely on communication and willingness to work through problems. If you've openly expressed your feelings and concerns multiple times but nothing improves, it's a strong sign that the relationship isn't meeting your needs. When efforts to repair or grow the connection fail, moving on can be the healthiest choice. Why this matters: knowing when to walk away is as important as knowing when to stay, and it empowers you to prioritize your well-being. Moving on is never easy, but it can be the first step toward healing and a brighter future. Do you recognize any of these signs in your current or past relationships? What helped you find the courage to move on? Share your experiences or advice in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to take that important step.